everybody out there on Facebook Live. And thank you guys for joining us this morning on this simulcast across multiple Facebook pages in the community. It is a great day as we are starting to finally put that capper on our 13th annual Stuff the Bus School Supply Drive. For 13 years, we have been on this journey together, and as we head into phase 2 and bigger and better things, this year bigger and better than ever. At the table with us, 2 of the founding fathers of Stuff the Bus, 13-year bus stuffers, Bobby Hunton and Steve Meredith. Hey guys, how's it going, man?
Going good, Tony. This is always the best part of the whole Stuff the Bus when it's actually already unloaded, and we get to see the fruits of all the labor of all the people in Southern Kentucky who have give.
What do you think about it, Steve? It's pretty impressive back here.
It's amazing, and I don't want to disagree with Bobby, but heck, everything about Stuff the Bus is great.
Yeah,
Exactly. It really is. I agree.
I mean, when we review back, the 13 years and all the stuff, leading into Stuff the Bus,
Right.
the actual days of going, and now the end stuff. It's just a great thing to see the community come together like this.
and of course this year we were proud to announce that through the help of our great supporters out there in the community and all the folks who are signing these autograph boards and coming out there with bag after bag of supplies, we raised 25 tons over 12 counties.
That's a lot of school supplies, Tony.
We've come from humble beginnings that first year, Steve.
Very much. I don't
Yes.
think we could have. I don't think any of us could have ever imagined 25 tons.
No,
the day
not
we
at
would hit
all.
that.
Yeah.
Especially the way we used to stock the buses. Just throwing the stuff in from the door.
Back in the caveman days.
Yeah,
of Stuff the
exactly.
Bus.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We are here today, actually, with our friends from the Warren County Schools, one of just several counties that are out there doing the same thing today, unloading supplies, allocating them out to kids and family resource center coordinators. This activity behind us, they're out there, literally, they're out there splitting boxes open and splitting things off to where they want to go. There's a line of cars wrapped around the building taking stuff out. It's
Good.
quite the impressive sight.
You got to give a lot of credit to these family resource people who happen to work with families who don't have a lot of times the needs that or the assets and school supplies
Yeah.
that other kids have, and they work with them on a daily basis all year long.
Yep. And of course, this helps them out there. In 13 years, we've told them when we got here today, we've never actually witnessed this part of the Stuff the Bus
That's true.
process.
We
We
have not.
unload it and we leave it to them, but this is actually watching all these resource center coordinators behind us divvying up the goods.
And they're a family amongst themselves too.
Oh,
just
yeah.
like our Stuff the Bus family.
And they totally they share the wealth, and nobody is everybody's working together, taking what they need, and it's great to see this kind of teamwork.
That's my favorite thing out of all these years of doing Stuff the Bus. Like I said, seeing everybody come together and seeing the passion that people have, to help out children, to just make a better, future for everyone.
Yeah, and of course, here over the next few minutes, we're going to talk to some of these great family resource center coordinators. If we can pull them away from these, the hallways here are lined as well with school supplies. But also, we're going to talk to some of our other great board members and other great people in the community as we have wrapped up our 13th year, 25 tons. Real quick, what were some of the memories that you guys had from this year's Stuff the Bus?
Oh my gosh, just seeing like different people have been with us for many years. We've got a lot of different kids involved. Watching the kids grow up, from our friend
Yeah.
Travis Norton,
Mhm,
my
yes.
kids, even watching your little girl,
Yeah.
out there this year. I
Yeah.
mean, it's amazing, like, to think that it's been 13 years that we've literally like started kids in kindergarten and all the way through high school.
And Bobby, what about you, buddy?
And actually, it's great to see that your child was in the commercial this year.
Our Stuff the
and
Bus
did a-
commercial,
yeah,
yes.
exactly, and did a great job. And some of the other kids that are in there, I've known for many, many years, and see them. And actually, the one who was a senior this year, I've known for many, many years.
Right.
And to watch her grow up from your kid's age until being a senior, and all benefiting from the Stuff the Bus that we've done for, like you said, for 13 years.
We've watched kids grow, and we've watched Stuff the Bus grow.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
And of course, now it's time for Stuff the Bus to move out of the house and get a job.
Yes.
At
Yes.
25 tons, it's time you start chipping in a little bit, Stuff the
Yes.
Bus.
Yes.
But we are here today, and many schools and many counties are already across the area allocating those 25 tons out to kids and families in need. Again, we have incredible partners with this event. Houchins Industries this year came on
Oh, yeah.
board. Absolute game changer with the
Exactly.
kickoff tour,
Mhm.
which I know you traveled on several of those with us.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was amazing what Houchins did this year. And, of course, we can never forget our friends at Bluegrass Cell.
Yeah, home base
Exactly.
right there for so many years. So
Home. Yeah.
home,
Yeah,
literally home.
Really good home.
So this year, another tremendously successful year for everybody out there with the Stuff the Bus Foundation and the 13th Annual Stuff the Bus School Supply Drive. I'm going to let you guys cut out because I got another couple of guys over here ready to slide into the picture. Steve, I'm going to actually send you out to grab somebody here behind us as well here in a minute, but I'm going to bring in Brian and Kyle with our Stuff the Bus Foundation. You guys,
All right.
that's your cue.
Thank you guys again.
We'll
Look
come
like
back to
we're kicked off.
No, we're going to come back to it. It's
We're
fine.
kicked
I
off.
promise. I promise. But we're like literally they're unloading behind us, so we have to make sure that we are actually out of here in time. But we have Cal Barron, Sky CTC, and Brian. Say your last name for the kids at home because no one can ever get it right.
Vratanina.
Ratanina. Guys, Brian, how many Stuff the Buses have you been part of now?
This is number 7.
And Kyle, this is your
Number 2.
I'll start with Brian. You've seen this event really hit some of the peak years as the growth really started to take off. And of course, you're not originally from here. You're from Michigan originally.
Right. Yep.
So what's it like over the last 7 years watching this event grow for you?
The first year I started, I couldn't believe how much the community got behind it, how businesses got behind it, really how you drive people to want to come out and do this event. And I thought it was huge then.
Yeah.
I think it was 3 years ago was the ultimate one.
Right.
And to see it grow to this level, and like you mentioned earlier with Bobby and Steve, to see this process, which we've never seen, has been amazing. But
Right.
the biggest thing for me is just how, just when you think it can't get any bigger, just
Right.
when you think nobody else can come out and give more,
Right.
more people show up and more people give to help these kids out, and that's awesome.
And with this event, there have been benchmarks in this event that really elevated it to other levels. Around the 3rd or 4th year, when we brought on the Kentucky Savings Group and what they were able to do with this event with Mary and Elizabeth and Michelle and that whole gang, they took it to another level. Last year, we had this incredible opportunity to cross paths with this guy and the group that he represents, Southern Kentucky Community Technical College, Cal Barron, Sky CTC, and I think you've got the bug now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
contagious, So this is a great second year for us, and we were able to get our student ambassadors, which is our cream of the crop students who go out in the community and represent us well, get them involved. And the best part of it is I actually had some that graduated last year come back and just volunteer on their own accord this year.
Wow.
So it's just a great opportunity for us to get involved with a wonderful nonprofit in our community and do everything we can to make sure that school students get the supplies they need in elementary, middle, high school, so that when they get to
Right.
us at the college level, they're prepared. They didn't have a day
Right.
where they walked in and they didn't have something to take notes on, So if they have the things they need in kindergarten, they'll be much more successful whenever they get to us.
Brian, he got the bug this year. You saw it.
he
got bit.
got bit big. He got bit big. I don't know though. We had somebody drive 5.5 hours to
We did, yeah.
volunteer for 3 days. Caleb, of course, came
Right.
back.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that just shows to me how big this event is and how much it touches not just the people that we're helping, but the people that volunteer.
Right.
That you're willing to drive 5.5 hours to come help out. That was awesome.
And of course, favorite Stuff the Bus memories this year for you guys? What's something that stood out this year, or a family, or something that stuck out in this 13th year where we collected 25 tons?
And I'm gonna get this a little bit wrong, but the little girl on Sunday that came up with the wheelchair and wanted to
Sure.
not only come and donate, but wanted to make sure she personally handed everything to you and
Yeah.
and talked to us. That was really touching. But I'm gonna say too, the kickoff events were a big deal too.
Right.
I live outside of Warren County.
You're a Morgantown guy.
Right. So to see the participation in Butler County and Morgantown come out and really that event was one of the bigger kickoff events. That was awesome to
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
where I live get such a response.
Kyle, what about you?
I think for me, I've got two as well. Meeting Lieutenant Governor Janine Hampton, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. I mean, she hopped up on the bus with us and stuffed right alongside us, and being a Bowling Green native, from this area, she was all about it. So that was great. And then also, I don't know if you remember or not, man, we were shopping in Walmart one night, and we've got 4 carts of stuff lined up, and there is a Marine who'd been injured in service, and she gave us some money and
Yeah.
came on and came to the bus and checked it out, and it was just great to hear her story, but at the same time she wanted to make sure she contributed so that kids had a chance to be successful.
I think that's the reoccurring thing for 13 years of this event. We see people who come out, and this event touches them in a way that strikes the heart chord. I mean, maybe it's and I think that's the message that we keep relaying is everybody can relate in some way, shape, or form to the
Absolutely.
core statement, to the message of what Stuff the Bus is about, making sure everybody starts on an equal playing field. We all either were the child or we
Yep.
knew the child in school who was at a disadvantage on day one, and to see that we're actually moving that meter to make sure that doesn't happen, I
Yeah.
think is a message that resonates across the board with anyone out there who donates. So anyway, with that being said, here we are today behind us, these busybodies back here.
Getting after it.
Getting after it back there. I think, did I just see Heidi up here? Come up here. Come up with Steve and get that microphone. And Steve, Heidi's here, full on. You're not, well, no, you're representing Stuff the Bus. Get in here. Okay, Kyle, yeah, it's going to hand off the mic there to you. Now we're live on Facebook here, Heidi. So watch what you say here, dear. You got to get it. You got to get that mic up here a little bit, okay?
Roger that, Tony.
Introduce yourself to everybody out there on Facebook Live.
Hello, I'm Heidi McCumber.
Yeah, and you got kids right here in the Warren County school system, right?
I do. I got a freshman and a sophomore that attend South Warren High School.
Right. What is it about this event that is special for you? How many Stuff the Buses have you been part of? First, you've been around this thing for a
6,
while with
7.
us now.
6 or 7 at least.
6 or 7.
Mhm.
I think it's been longer than that.
Maybe.
You know,
I'm
what is it?
getting old to
What
talk
is it
about
about
it.
you? I mean, because you're one of our not just counters and boxers and weighers, but you're slinging around a lot of boxes out there. You bring that fighting spirit of our
Exactly.
troops out there to the event. What's it like for you to be a part of this event, and what attracts you to it?
Very humbling. Like yesterday when you had posted that we hit 25 tons,
Yeah.
I was actually at Kroger and I stopped and I kind of got like teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Yesterday when the buses pulled out, I just
Yeah.
couldn't believe that it's been 13 years.
Yeah.
And it just seems like, even though they're not our kids, it feels like we've grown up with them in the community every year. Just, even just bringing the school supplies and
Yeah.
seeing the teachers' faces and their reaction and see how, grateful they are. And, like, you're awesome for even starting this event. And it's just, like, I'm even shaking talking about it. It's just very heartwarming.
Right, and of course, you as a mom as well, that school supply gift out there. Like the cost of school supplies. Again, this year hit home for me too. For the first time, had to go
Yeah.
school supply shopping. That's a very daunting task out there for parents.
It is. And I'm a single mom and I have 2 girls. And they want, like, the Vera Bradley backpack. And I'm like, well, we'll have to see about all that now.
If
but
Vera
yeah.
Bradley's watching, we would love to have a donation of maybe 1,000 of your great backpacks to Stuff the Bus. Well, I appreciate your
Very humble.
friendship, and I appreciate with the energy and the excitement that you've brought to it. I always can tell we're getting close to the end of Stuff the Bus because Heidi's strong New England accent gets stronger and stronger as we get towards the end. Where are you originally from?
Swansea, Massachusetts.
Swansea, Massachusetts. Look at there. So we've got Detroit, we've got Massachusetts. I'm sorry, what part of Detroit actually? Or Michigan? Clark. Detroit, yeah. So we've got a little bit of Texas. We've got a little bit of everything represented here. All right, Heidi, I'm going to let you get to helping these guys unload some boxes back here. And we're going to go get Todd Hazel from the Family Resource world here at Warren County Schools. Thank you, Heidi. And I'm going to see is Janice Lockwood over here. And I'm going to get Steve back here with Lynn Vincent as well with a microphone. Todd, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Grab that microphone there. Hold it up close. All right, Lynn, slide in here as well. I'm going to give you a microphone. And you got to get it up here close, all right? Just
Okay.
think of this as a jazzercise class right now. You'll be good.
Okay.
Um,
I'll take it.
Thank you guys again for all the participation, all the help that you guys give us with Stuff the Bus. What's going on here behind us right now? Kind of walk us through what's happening, then we're going to talk about the big picture of things. Yeah. Right. Wait a second. Let me see make sure that's on. There you go. Now they're going to get you, Todd. There you go. Sorry. No, you're good. Well, yeah, start from the beginning. You're good, though. Okay. I blame Brian for that. That's on Brian.
Okay.
There you go. Loud and clear now.
All
There
right.
you go.
Actually,
Yeah.
all supplies were delivered yesterday.
Yeah.
What we do is we take those off the bus, we put them here in the hallways of Briarwood, and begin going through those. We divide them up evenly by school,
Right.
so that every school has the opportunity to get the same amount of supplies.
And this is kind of the same process that's happening all the counties out there. You can kind of rinse and repeat. No matter what county you're watching us in, that's what's kind of happening.
And then from there, it's all been divided. Coordinators are showing up today, pick up their supplies, take it to the schools, and start handing it out to the students.
Right. Lynn, you actually have the responsibility of 2 schools with you, with Rockfield and Moss. And you've been with us since day one as well.
Day
a
one.
13-year bus stuffer.
Long time.
Well, I mean, what do donations like this mean? It's not the event; it's about the people who donate. What does this mean,
Absolutely.
and what does this do for you?
I say this every year, but there is no way that we could provide all this for our children, our students, without your help. I mean, I don't know what we did 13 years ago. It seems like it's.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what we did 13 years ago without you guys. And it's not just school supplies. It's, we were going through the boxes of underwear and socks.
Yeah.
That is huge in an elementary school. So,
Yeah.
and the backpack food and the snacks. And so it's evolved even from school supplies.
Right.
That really helps us. And having both schools, you have middle
Yeah.
school and elementary school. So totally different populations. So.
Right. And of course, too, this year with Houchins Industries, there's going to be a monetary donation as well to the schools out there, all counties out there, and that's incredible as well, Todd.
Absolutely. I want to say this as well. So many of our teachers are buying supplies out of their own pockets.
Yeah.
And our coordinators on a limited budget. So with school starting, this is really when we need to make sure our kids have their needs met.
Yeah.
We do it throughout the year, but they need basic necessities with school supplies when we start.
Right.
This helps us tremendously because, again, teachers are still buying because they care and that's what they're going to do.
Right.
But our Family Resource Youth Service Centers are able to maybe save some of that money
Right.
and hit it again in the fall or maybe in December. So this
Right.
is a great opportunity for our students, a great opportunity for our district.
And behind us back here, we've got Steve Meredith, of course, back now working the crowd bike out there. Who do you got, Steve?
Well, we've got Janice back here, and Janice, thank you so much for being a part of Stuff the Bus for all these years.
Oh, we appreciate all of you all, everybody that is working out there, the many hours, staying on the bus, and to the people that are donating, because we couldn't do it without all the donations. And on this first day of school, we are going to have some happy kids. We'll be so excited.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, we were talking off air back here about how Stuff the Bus has grown over the years. The little bus that could, right?
The little bus that could, with no air conditioning, and now they've sort of graduated up to the air conditioning, and plus we were talking just like kids are giving up getting birthday presents, knowing that they're noticing the need, and they're saying, hey, just bring school supplies to my party, and I'm going to donate them to the Family Resource Centers at my school so that I can help the kids have new stuff like they do. So that's really, heartfelt and warming, that how the kids are noticing also now that other kids are in need. So that's really great.
And while you're back there, Steve, I see Alan Blythe. Speaking of buses, I want you to bring him in there. Push him over there real quick. And
Hello there.
you got the crowd mic over there, Alan.
I'm in the crowd. There you go.
And
Well, let's get in the shot a little bit more. Come on over.
there you go.
Can't hide.
There you
Can't
go. You
hide.
can't hide from the microphone.
Hair's right, okay, so.
And Alan, real quick, talk about what it's how you've seen this event grow from the bus side, from our actual living quarters out there at Stuff the Bus. The advancements that you guys have seen with buses out there.
Well, I've been around since the beginning. I didn't get to help you out the first year, but anyway. But the first year, the first bus you had, it was a small bus, no air conditioning and everything. And now our newer buses got a little bit more room in them and a lot nicer air conditioning. And there's a few years we had to put air on some. We had that one issue with that one air conditioning kind of going boom one time, but nobody got hurt and everything was great. So, but anyway, we've got factory air on these things, and the buses are so much nicer and quieter and everything else, so it's just real nice, and it's been good for you too, so we get more stuff on that bus. So
well, and of course your predecessors before you, Johnny Watkins,
Yes.
Tony Johnson, that whole gang, a great tight-knit community as well. And by the way, and they're hiring. I want to throw that out
Yes.
there, right?
we need 2 technicians. We're hiring school bus drivers, so if you are mechanically inclined, you want to work on school buses, we'll teach you.
How should folks get in touch with you?
Just call me at the bus garage, 270-842-8311, or just email me. Go online, you can email me as well. Warren
Good
County
stuff.
Schools. So
Good stuff. Well, we are about ready to wrap up here. Lynn, Todd, the whole gang here. What do folks right there, what do parents need to be thinking about right now as school is just a few days away? If they need some assistance out there, how do they go about reaching out to get that help they need? That's the question we always get. How do I go about getting some supplies because I need help? What's the best way to do that?
First of all, I would like to say this. We are sponsoring a back-to-school bash at Henry Moss Middle School. It's for all Warren County students.
Right.
It'll be this Thursday. from 3 to 4:30 p.m.
Right.
They can come meet their family resource coordinators, get information, get a free T-shirt. So it's kind of like your one-stop shop kind of atmosphere. Get
Right.
to get excited about school. So we'd love to have them come Thursday.
And if they need help, if the after school starts, if they're what's the best way to go about doing that?
Best way to
Tom?
do that is they can contact me at central office. They
Yeah.
can contact their respective school, ask for the Family Resource Center or the Youth Service Center if it's middle and high school, and we'll take care of them.
Folks, Stuff the Bus. 13 years we have been doing this event. Thank you again to so many of our incredible partners out there this year. Of course, Bluegrass Cellular for allowing us to live in their parking lot. And let me say, I apologize for the landscaping issues that we've caused over the years at Bluegrass Cellular, but they have been a tremendous partner and supporter of this event and this community across the board. And of course, our friends at Houchins Industries this year, new to the family officially, but my goodness gracious, did they ever make an impact this year, taking care of not only our outlying counties, but folks right here in Southern Kentucky as well. A special thanks to Shay Sanson, Stephanie Austin, and of course, Sarah Alexander over at Houchins, along with Alan Larson, that whole gang over there for stepping up to the plate. They approached us and they said, we want to be part of something that's bigger than even Houchins, and that's the kids and families and these teachers out here in Southern Kentucky. And that they certainly did. And of course, so many others out there, just from like Candy's Campers, who gave us a home away from home when we were on the road while you guys were enjoying your summer vacations. We were out traveling 1,000 miles on the road to Bluegrass Cellular and Houchins Industries locations with Candy's Campers and Jim Johnson. And of course, so many folks out there. It's really impossible to thank everybody, as you see from the board of autographs that folks, when they come to the bus, that they had to sign and check in and let them and show their support. And of course, from the literally thousands of pictures as well that are on Facebook and Instagram and at stuffthebusky.com. But again, the need is always going to be there. You can get in touch with your local school, whatever school you go to. They have a Lynn, they have a Janice, they have a Karen, they have whoever in their Family Resource Center world at whatever school, whatever county, whatever city you're watching us in. They have that special person there to help ease those needs. Our friends in Edmonson County, they have Lisa and that gang. Come on in, guys. Get on in here because this is 13 years. And this year, 25 tons later, kids out there are going to be able to walk in on the first day of school on an equal and level playing field. You can continue to donate, though. Go to your local school and drop off some supplies wherever it's at. Go to stuffthebusky.com and make a donation there as well. And most importantly, just make a difference in your community. Don't let it stop here. If you gave it Stuff the Bus, get out, go to these back-to-school bashes, volunteer your time at events, and help do what you do for us every single year, and that's make this community a better place. So on behalf of Stuff the Bus 2018, the 13th edition of this event, to the teachers and resource centers and families out there in Southern Kentucky who continue to make us just literally cry tears of joy every year. We're humbled by your generosity. We thank you. We thank you, ladies and gentlemen, as well, for letting us do this. And to everybody out there, we thank you guys from the bottom of our heart for this incredible event that you guys have made into what it is, 25 tons of school supplies for kids, our 2018 13th annual Stuff the Bus School Supply Drive. Have a great one and have a great school year.